Hey there, welcome to Thrift Sell Thrift number, I think 47. I always forget. Anyways, yeah, I've been doing this a while. I've been making good money. Recently, I started kind of ramping it up a little bit to try to make even better money. And today's video, I'm going to show you a few things. I went out this morning. I had, in a past video, I had a stereo. I think I showed it in a past video that I was thinking I would sell for parts maybe or sell locally. I sold it locally. I had to go out and bring it, meet the person at Goodwill, and sold for 50 bucks. I'll show the comp here. If it works, if he can get it working, it could sell for $200, $300, $400, depending on, who's ready to buy it. But I paid 10 bucks for it, so, and I plugged it in and it wasn't working, so I didn't want to mess with it. I didn't want to take a lot of time with it. So I just flipped it to him real quick. He seems to know how to get them going, so all the luck to him to get it going, and hopefully he makes good money off of it. But being that I was there, I was at the thrift, and I picked up a few things. I was just there briefly for less than a half hour probably at open, which is pretty much the best time to go. There's less people, all the tables are fresh, and I did find a couple of things. I'm going to show you a few things that I found, and then I'm going to show you the 10 best sales of the week. But yeah, here's the few things. I bought a few books. This is a Nintendo Zelda mask guide. I looked them up. I think if I remember right, I was thinking everything here is like 20 bucks, right around 20 bucks. This might be a little more, but anyways, a Nintendo guide. I paid 50 cents for it. A Mad 80s book. I bought that just to look through it. I probably won't sell it. I'll probably just have it laying around and look through it every once in a while. This one was a good one. New, these guys are going for 100 bucks, but used, I'm probably going to put mine up. The cheapest one I saw was 75, I think, used. I'm going to put mine up for 55. And then I always pick up the little miniatures of things. This is a little miniature sleeping bag. Like things when I've sold a couple tents, the miniature tents, like store display tents, and I think this is a store display. Probably was on a shelf, so that you could kind of get an idea for the quality of the sleeping bag. But Doll People scooped these up, so I think this is probably worth 20 bucks also. And then the last thing of this morning I found, I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is 5, is this vintage Nike windbreaker with the center check in the middle. I think this is probably good for at least 20 bucks also. Sometimes these can be better. I did see one that someone was trying to sell this exact one for 35 bucks, which is why I call it 20. I think for a half hour, being out there for a half hour, being probably close to 100 bucks right here in finds this morning is pretty good. I'll take that, anytime. Being that I have been trying to ramp up sales and get more stuff listed, I've been spending more time at home and less time at the thrift, getting the things that I do have already listed. And now I'll get to some solds. The first sale that I'll show you here is a doozy, really, for what I paid for it. Electronics are 69 cents a pound. And I found this guy. It's a Canon Vixia camcorder, little handheld. It looks like it is an old camcorder. Not even it looks like it. It does look like one because it's just the little guys that you hold like this, and it's got a little flip out screen. I had a couple of them years and years and years ago. And I grabbed it and I thought, this is probably 20 bucks. And then I ended up looking it up. That particular model sells for over $100, and mine sold for $135. It was in a little case, so it was taken care of very well. Had the charger with it, had little storage cards with it. It was in great shape. It looked barely used, and someone scooped it up for $135. A great sale, a good one to start out with on the list here. And then this next one was in a past video. It's the suede jacket, the Scully, vintage Scully suede jacket. It didn't sell for as high as I wanted it to, but still good money. I think being that I bought it with a cart full of stuff, I probably was into it for less than $10, and someone bought it for $40. Someone sent me an offer and I took it. I thought $25, $35, not bad, I'll take it. This next one is something to look out for. Pendleton blankets are always something to look out for. They're always cool looking. They're always, some good value most of the time because they're so expensive to start with. I found a Pendleton blanket piece of a Pendleton blanket, a remnant, and it was a good size piece. It's about, I want to say 1/3 of the size that it originally was, and the size that it currently is about the size of a small throw, which they make throws and then they make regular, all the sizes of regular blankets. And it was an older print, I guess, not print, but older run, and it sold for $75. Cave art, I want to say, rock art is the picture. Sold for $75, just this chunk of blanket. And I just grabbed it because, and actually, if I remember right, people just decided they didn't want it. People, it was like, oh, this is just a piece of, the edges are cut just like, but somebody cut the edges straight. It's a good size of it, and someone paid $75 for that chunk of blanket, which I am grateful for. That's a really good sale. I probably, I bought it in with weight, so I probably am into it for like less than $10. So 75 is good. And this next sale is also good. I found it, I think, 2 days ago. I was happy to find it. Again, everybody else passed it up. Bunch of shoe bins came out. Must have been at least 6 shoe bins came out all at once. Everybody was looking through them. The particular people that were there were vintage clothes people mostly, so they all just quick looked through the shoes and then went on to the next bins that were going to be vintage clothes and passed these up. They were Danner Super Rainforest boots. They were in great shape. They look like they're in maybe the beginning, approaching the middle of their lifespan, and they're very expensive to begin with. Someone paid $85, and I am grateful for that. This next one is one that makes the cut quite often. Every time you find them, you're going to make pretty decent money, depending on the condition or whatever, and the color that they are. These are Carhartt double knee pants. Now, you might notice in this picture, these ones look like they're in really rough shape. That's how some people like them. And they are in really rough shape. There's paint stains all over them. That's okay. There's some holes, there's some wear. People like them like that, and they paid $50 for these. The next sale has been a long time coming. I found it a long time ago. It was hot out. It's a Kawi-chan sweater. A Longhouse is the brand, made in Canada. I had never found this brand before, but just about any Kawi-chan is going to be good. It's got a native person on the back. It's a cool design, and there was no other designs like this on the internet or on Google even. So maybe it's rare, maybe it was worth more than this, but I was happy to get $55 for it. The next thing, again, I just found the other day, I think the same day that I found, maybe it was the day after I found these Danner boots. And I think I only walked out with these boots. If I remember right, it was a light day. I think I paid $11 on my day. I found maybe 3 to 5 things, if I remember right, just small things. These boots were the heaviest part of it. R.O. Search jungle boots. These ones were from the 80s. They sold for $65. So I'm at that, on that buy, I'm into it for $11, and I still have 2 or 3, 4 other things to sell. I'm already up, 40, $50. Really good. This next one, again, I found this one a while ago and it kind of sat around the house. Because I am doing more listing, I'm finding a lot of things that should have already been listed, really. But this one is a Yeti hat, and apparently when I go to look it up, I find one other hat that does not have the same design on it, but it has a similar design. There's one out there that says a snow cat, and apparently they made these limited runs for ski resorts. And this particular one is for a ski resort around here. And it sold very fast. I put it up because it had a little stain on the top. But it was a new hat, and it was a little bit misshapen. So I put it up cheap compared to the other picture of the other hat, which was, I think someone was trying to get $150 for it. And with the stain on it and with it misshapen, not looking as, crispy as the other hat, I was like, there's no way I'm going to put a high price on this. So I just put $49.99, and it sold like I said, really fast. I think it sold within a couple hours, if I remember right. Someone really likes Yeti stuff. Someone really wants to rock that hat, even though it's got a little stain on it. They're okay with that. That's good. It's in the description. Base is covered. $50. Awesome. This next one, again, was just yesterday or the day before. Came out in front of a bunch of other people. I saw it from across the way, and I thought, there's no way those people are not grabbing that stuff. Brand new in box. I pick up almost everything that comes through if it's brand new in box, especially if it looks like something people would have to spend money on. This was lighting, outdoor lighting, which is expensive. The boxes themselves looked like they'd been sitting in the garage, so they're a little faded and dust on them and stuff. So I can understand why, someone that doesn't necessarily resell might think they're gross or whatever, but I was amazed to find, because I was on the other side of the bin, I walked all the way around the bins, just thinking they're going to be gone by the time I get over there. I got all the way around 8 tables or so. Took me at least 5 minutes to get back around to it, because I'm actually looking for other stuff as I go. And I got back to them, not expecting them to be there, and they were there. I couldn't believe it. There was 5 brand new boxes, which they looked brand new. It turned out there was only 3 brand new boxes. And they're this lighting, outdoor lighting, the individual boxes, I was seeing comps around $25 to $35 a piece. So I put mine up for $75. Someone bought them the next day. Someone bought them, $75. Again, electric is lesser. They probably altogether weigh 5 pounds, maybe 6 pounds. So I'm spending less than $1 per pound on them to make probably $50, $60 profit. And I feel fortunate that they were still there. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Also next to them, which is still listed, was a power supply that you hook up when you're using these. Similar brand, if not the same brand. But something that's used to hook up outdoor lights. I have that listed at $65 right now. So it's crazy what people, I'm in there with a bunch of resellers, so it always shocks me when resellers don't pick stuff up. That just is such obvious money to pick up. And then this last one, I think I showed it in a couple videos back. This last sale is a good one, a great one. It's a hockey jersey, so they're not heavy. They're big, but they're not heavy. I paid probably less than $5 for it. I bought it in a lot, if I remember right. In a full cart, if I remember right. And I was surprised. I almost listed it for $75, but I listed it for, I thought, nah, this one that's listed right now, they were asking $95, and it was a small, if I remember right. And I said, mine's a large, it's a good size, an adult can wear it. I know these people that are fans of this team. I've sold these jerseys before, a long time ago, but must be over a year. I found, I want to say 14 of them in Play It Again Sports, and people just scooped them up so fast. As fast as I could list them, people were scooping them up. But anyways, this one, I found one with a full cart of stuff the other day, rather recently. I think it's in a past video. And someone paid $125 for it. I think the next day after I listed it. So that's good turnaround. Very cool. A bunch of good sales. I want to show sales because I want to show the reality. A lot of times my haul videos, I'm showing what the potential profit is, the hope of profit that I'm going to make. In these videos where I'm showing the actual sales, the reality hits. And a lot of times it's hope meets the reality just fine. And sometimes it's close, and that's still good, usually, if you buy right. And sometimes it's a dud. It doesn't turn out to be how you thought it was going to be. But again, if you buy right, it's still good. This business is the only way to turn a $5 bill into a $10 bill, a $10 bill into a $20 bill, and so on and so forth. This is the only thing out there that is like this. I find it so exciting, and I'm so blessed to have found the possibility that it is. And yeah, if you enjoy this kind of stuff, if you're a hunter out there too, I wish you luck. I know it gets daunting sometimes, but it's out there. There's a whole bunch of stuff out there. I know people are buying storage units. I've taken some chances on storage units. I've had some good experiences and some awful experiences. I think I'm gonna stick to what I'm doing right now because it's pretty easy. It's easy going. That's what I like about it. I feel lucky to have found something that I'm able to be so easygoing about and still do so well. Better than I've ever done at any other job. So, yeah, that said, if you like this kind of stuff, I'm going to be doing it still. This is how things are going to go. I'm probably going to show a haul and then some sales and a haul and then some sales, or, whatever I'm able to show, I'm going to show it. So yeah, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching till the end. If you made it this far, if you don't mind, hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Good luck out there.